Have you been praying for a financial breakthrough, but instead, all you've been getting is silence? No matter how faithful, generous, or hardworking you are, the numbers still don't add up. The breakthrough still hasn't come. Let's talk about a moment most people have lived through, but almost no one talks about. Imagine this. It's the end of the month. You just paid one bill, barely, and now you're staring at the rest, wondering how you're going to make it all work. You check your bank app again, as if somehow something might have magically changed. But the numbers are still red, the balance is still low, the pressure in your chest? Still there. You tell yourself, I'm smart, I'm capable, I'm doing everything I can. And yet, you still feel like you're falling behind. You skip something for yourself again. Maybe it's a coffee, a dinner, a little gift for your kids, because that extra $20 might be needed for groceries later this week. You're not irresponsible. You're doing your best. You've been praying, trusting, trying to stay grateful in the middle of the lack. But quietly, painfully, you're wondering, when is it going to be my turn? And maybe you've had moments, divine little sparks, where you thought something was about to shift. You saw repeating angel numbers, you got an unexpected refund. A friend sent you money when you needed it most. You took it as a sign, but then the struggle returned. And now you're caught in this strange limbo. You believe something more is meant for you, but life keeps handing you less. If that's been your experience, leave a comment below with a simple yes, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because acknowledging it is the first step to releasing the shame around it. Because this season you're in right now, it's not punishment. It's not proof that you're doing something wrong. It might actually be divine positioning. What looks like a delay could be a setup for the exact breakthrough you've been praying for. You're closer than you think. Closer to peace. Closer to flow. Closer to finally feeling safe again. Financially, spiritually, emotionally. You've come through too much to be left behind now. And this may be the very moment where everything begins to turn. The weight you've been carrying isn't just financial. Let's be clear about something that's rarely said out loud. Money isn't just about money. It's about freedom. It's about safety. It's about dignity. It's about being able to breathe without your chest tightening every time you think about next week. It's about knowing your car is working, your rent is paid, your child's shoes fit, and you're not just surviving day to day. But when that financial stability isn't there, when it feels like you're treading water just to keep up with the basics, it doesn't just affect your bank account. It affects how you sleep. It affects your confidence. It affects how you make decisions. It even affects how you pray. Because when the money isn't flowing, you start questioning your worth. You start wondering if heaven is listening. You start feeling forgotten. And that kind of pressure, it doesn't just weigh on your shoulders, it sits on your spirit. You can't think clearly. You can't dream. You can't focus on purpose or creativity or growth because you're too busy calculating how to make this week's paycheck stretch a little further. And the hardest part? You still show up. You still give. You say yes to helping others, even when you're the one needing help. You keep smiling. You keep encouraging people. You keep giving your time, your heart, your energy, even when you're quietly wondering, who's going to show up for me? And maybe late at night after the house is quiet, you've whispered the same prayer over and over. God, I don't need millions. I don't need the lottery. I just need a break, a breath, a shift, a sign that I'm not forgotten. If you've felt this, if you're still feeling it, please know something sacred. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are not doing something wrong. You're carrying more than anyone can see. And it's not just numbers or bills. It's the invisible weight of trying to hold everyone and everything together while wondering how much longer you can keep going. But what if the reason things haven't moved yet has nothing to do with your effort and everything to do with what's happening in the unseen? What if heaven isn't ignoring you, but preparing you for a higher alignment? What if the breakthrough isn't being withheld, but being rerouted to meet you at the exact frequency where you finally feel safe to receive it? This is not the end. This is not as good as it gets. You are closer than you think, and everything you've carried is about to become the foundation for something sacred to rise. the spiritual block that no one warned you about. You've likely heard this phrase before. You just need to work harder. Or worse, maybe you're just not trying enough. But you know that's not true. You've been trying, you've been pushing, you've been praying, budgeting, strategizing, giving, sacrificing, and still, the breakthrough feels just out of reach. And here's the truth no one ever taught you. Most financial blocks aren't physical. They're spiritual. They don't begin in your wallet, they begin in your energy. You could be doing everything right on the outside, but if the inside of you still feels unworthy of abundance, if part of you still believes you have to suffer, wait, or earn your blessings by proving your value, then that belief becomes a wall between you and the blessings that are already on their way. You're not failing because you aren't working hard enough. You're exhausted because you've been working from the wrong frequency. It's like tuning a radio to the wrong station and wondering why all you're getting is static. The music is playing, the abundance is out there, but if you're not energetically aligned with it, you won't hear it, you won't feel it, you won't receive it. And that misalignment, it often comes from wounds you didn't even realize you were carrying. Moments where someone made you feel guilty for wanting more. Messages that taught you that money is selfish. Lifetimes of conditioning that whispered, be grateful for what you have, even if you're barely getting by. But what if gratitude and abundance were never meant to be enemies? What if gratitude is the doorway to receiving more and not the excuse to stay small? You were never meant to settle. You were never meant to live in lack. And the fact that your soul is feeling restless, that you're even here reading this, is proof that your spirit is waking up. You're not meant to force your way into wealth. You're meant to align with it. And alignment doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from energetic recalibration. And dear one, that's what's beginning right now. Archangel Sachiel, the angel of financial breakthroughs. In the celestial realm, there is an angel whose light shines especially bright over matters of money, expansion, and blessings. His name is Archangel Sachiel. He is not the angel of luxury. He is not the angel of greed or quick fixes. He is the angel of prosperity with purpose, of overflow with integrity, of wealth that blesses not only you, but all those around you. Sachiel's energy is gentle but powerful. He doesn't shout. He whispers through shifts. He nudges through opportunities. He clears away what no longer serves you, quietly, faithfully, divinely. And more importantly, he shows up in moments like this. Moments when you feel too tired to try anymore. Moments when you're about to give up. Moments when your heart cries out not for riches, but for relief. Sachiel doesn't just change your bank account. He changes your energetic field. He brings divine guidance to help you shift out of fear, shame, guilt, and survival mode and rise into the frequency of receiving. Because money responds to energy. And when your energy is full of pressure, panic, or self-doubt, it blocks the flow of what's meant to reach you. But when your energy is uplifted, open, and trusting, abundance finds you. Opportunities appear. Doors open that were once sealed shut. You don't have to chase. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to earn your worth. You only need to say yes to the help that's already surrounding you. Sachiel is not waiting for perfection. He's waiting for your permission. And if your soul is whispering yes right now, you've already begun to shift. You're closer than you think, even if it doesn't feel like it. There's something sacred happening beneath the surface of your life, even if it doesn't look like it. It's easy to believe you're stuck when the numbers don't move, when the opportunities don't show up, when the bank balance still feels tight and the inbox is full of final notice emails. But in the spiritual realm, nothing is ever still. And your prayers have already begun a ripple that's moving towards you, even if you can't see it yet. Imagine standing in a fog-covered field. All around you, it looks empty. You can't see what's ahead. You begin to doubt anything is even out there. But then, when the sun starts to rise and the fog lifts, you realize you've been surrounded by blessings all along. That's what's happening right now. The fog is beginning to lift. Your spirit feels this before your mind understands it. That's why you've been restless lately. That's why you've been hearing the call to go deeper. That's why you're being drawn to messages like this, because what's ahead of you is not random. It's divine. It's intentional. It's the answer to prayers you forgot you even prayed. And here's something no one may have told you. Breakthrough doesn't always feel like a breakthrough at first. Sometimes it feels like exhaustion. Sometimes it feels like nothing is working. Sometimes it feels like silence, because the greatest shifts happen underground before they ever blossom into something visible. So if you're weary right now, if you feel like giving up, if you're convinced nothing is happening, please pause and breathe. Because what you're calling stuck might actually be the stillness before the surge. What you're calling delay might be divine timing aligning everything perfectly for your receiving. You don't have to push anymore. You don't have to prove. You only have to trust that you're closer than you think. Closer to peace, closer to overflow. Closer to a life where money flows to you, not through you. The energy of money has been trying to reach you. Have you ever met someone who just seems to attract blessings without trying? You hear them casually mention, "Oh, I just felt led to ask for a raise and I got it." Or an old client came back out of nowhere and sent me a check. Or even, "I'm not sure why, but money just always seems to find me." And you wonder, what are they doing that I'm not? But what if the answer isn't in what they're doing? What if it's in what they're being? Because the truth is, money, like everything in the universe, is energy. It has a vibration. It flows towards safety, openness, worthiness, and alignment. When your energy says, "I'm ready to receive," money recognizes that frequency. But when your energy says, "I'm scared, I don't deserve this, I've always struggled," the flow gets blocked without you even realizing it. Not because you're unworthy, but because the energy around you is clouded by old beliefs, by fear, survival, and inherited scarcity. It's like trying to grow a flower in soil filled with weeds. The seed isn't bad, it's just being smothered by what was never meant to be there. And that's what's been happening in your financial life. Your abundance has always been trying to reach you. But the old stories, heavy vibrations, and generational blocks have stood in the way, until now. Because this is the part of your journey where the energy begins to shift. Where you start to say, "I'm not here to struggle forever. I'm not here to carry guilt about wanting more. I'm not here to just survive. I'm here to thrive." And this shift doesn't require you to become someone else. It invites you to return to who you've always been beneath the fear. Worthy, loved, abundant by divine design. There is a divine resource waiting for you. Right now, you're standing at a sacred intersection. You can continue walking the familiar path of frustration, overgiving, and scarcity. Or you can take the path of divine alignment and finally say yes to what's been waiting for you all along. But you don't have to make that shift alone. There is a celestial tool, infused with divine wisdom and angelic energy, that was created just for this moment. A sacred offering designed to gently raise your vibration, clear away the invisible blocks that have kept abundance out, and open your energy field to receive with grace, peace, and spiritual power. Celestial Wealth and Prosperity. This isn't just another financial mindset course. This is a soul-deep activation into the frequency of sacred wealth. Inside this experience, you'll be lovingly guided to release spiritual and emotional blocks that have been draining your financial flow. Reprogram old beliefs that keep you trapped in survival mode. Connect directly with Archangel Sachiel, the angel of abundance, to receive personal guidance. Shift your daily vibration into alignment with money miracles, divine provision, and unexpected blessings. Receive practical, spiritually aligned steps that don't just change your mindset, but your energy. This is your invitation to stop waiting for the shift and become the shift. To stop repeating cycles of almost there and not enough, and finally step into the reality where peace and prosperity walk beside you. Click the link in the description and receive your Celestial Wealth and Prosperity Guide today. Let Archangel Sachiel walk beside you. Let him clear the fog. Let him rewire your relationship with money from the inside out. You're not being asked to work harder. You're being asked to receive differently. Let this be your yes. Final invitation: comment, reclaim, rise. If something inside you stirred today, if you felt like this message was speaking directly to your soul, that's not coincidence, that's divine confirmation. Drop a comment below and simply write, "I'm ready to rise," or if it feels more personal, "I am ready to receive what's mine." Because your willingness to speak it aloud, to claim it, is a sacred signal to the universe. It tells heaven, I'm ready now. I'm not holding back anymore. Then, take your next step, not from fear, not from pressure, but from divine knowing. Click the link below and begin your journey with celestial wealth and prosperity. This isn't about chasing wealth. This is about becoming the vessel that wealth flows through. It's about healing your frequency so deeply that the blessings that once bypassed you begin to land, fully, freely, and faithfully. You are not meant to struggle. You are meant to rise. You are meant to give generously, receive abundantly, and walk in peace. Let that journey begin now.